Alrighty, welcome back to more Bioshock. So I backtracked back to what's-her-name's office off-screen, and when you first arrive back in Arcadia after you've been to the farmer's market, Andrew Ryan will send some security bots after you right at the entrance there. So you can just sit in place and let the, natural camouflage activate, and then just sit there and wait for the alarm to go away. So that's usually what I do instead of fighting them. But if you try to research them while you're invisible, though, the picture will be considered a shot fired, and you'll lose your camo. So it's not necessarily a good idea. But if you really want to continue your research, then that would be a good time to do it because there's several of them. But anyway, now that we've completed the Lazarus Vector, we need to go upstairs and start dispersing it throughout the forest so it can be saved. If I can fail to jump upstairs. Have you ever tried jumping upstairs in real life? It's not easy. But anyway, there's going to be some more splicers that have invaded this place since we have last been here, so we're taking them out the old-fashioned way. Yeah, sorry these uploads have been a little bit slower than I would have liked. I would have liked to have had a lot more videos up by now in this series, but a lot of stuff's been going on right now, and I'm kind of running out of time between now and when Fall of Cybertron runs out, so I might just decide to park the Bulletstorm LP for a little while, because I really don't want to get burned out on that game, how much I'm playing it, no in-game reference intended there, and probably do Bioshock 2 immediately after this then, while I'm test playing Fall of Cybertron. So, while we're waiting for the Lazarus Vector to cook up and start dispersing, we have to sit here and defend the lab from countless splicer attacks from Andrew Ryan. So, essentially, now that we have all the security hacked in here, we're going to set up some more defenses, which means all of the defensive sort of trap-type items that we have, like the proximity mines and if you bought the cyclone trap, I think the cyclone trap is available now. I want to say it is. And there will be some more stuff like this that's, a trap-type item in the next level, but there's some proximity mines in that new mode too right there. I'm going to be setting up a bunch of them right now, collect as many as I can, and we can seal the door right there as well and shut them out. But I want to say this is... I'm still not sure after this being the 6th time that I've played the game whether or not this sequence is triggered to progress based on how much time is spent or how many splicers you kill. So I'm not sure if just sitting there with the camo really helps at all. But oh, we found a canister of electric gel there. That'll be nice for whenever we have to kill the next Big Daddy. And if you were doing the good run through the game, a lot of times this is an area, because there's vents around here, this is one of the areas that a Big Daddy has a spawn in, and he'll go through a walk cycle throughout this area. In fact, there he is right now. And if he doesn't have a little sister to pick up, then you can always use the hypnotized Big Daddy plasma that you get from the good run from rescuing the little sisters that Tenenbaum will give you as a reward for rescuing 3 of them. And it's one of the more abusive ones in the game, honestly, to be able to have a Big Daddy help protect you, but it's not always reliable because it doesn't last very long, and after it stops working and you accidentally hit the Big Daddy, then he'll start to be aggro towards you, so definitely not something you want to do. But anything that can tank for you and anything that can kill splicers incredibly easily, which they obviously can, so definitely take advantage of that in this area where he's already has a spawn here, and he'll continue his walk cycle just throughout this area. He won't leave anywhere, so now it's pretty much the perfect time to use it, but I don't have it, but that's part of the trade-off of the bad run, so we just don't have it right now. I'm pretty sure there's no way of getting that plasma in the good run, or in the evil run rather. But we have countless other things, and we are still pretty obscenely powerful, so nothing really to worry about. So it says we're a third of the way there. Again, I don't know what exactly triggers that, if it's how many splicers we kill, or if it's a third of the way there as far as that's how much time has elapsed. But either way, they'll appear, through these holes in the wall, and they'll break in that way, so they're not going to just come in right through the front door, which does break up the potential monotony of this fight, of them just sort of funneling in through one area. But the flamethrower, I guess that that foil there is already burned. But yeah, it's weird. Oh well. I wish they could just delete it from the environment if it's already been used, but whatever. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. We got the static discharge too for researching that lead head splicer, so now we can do even more damage on a greater blast radius with the static discharge, which is not that great right now because that Big Daddy is dangerously close to us. I'm trying to think if there are any little sisters still in the level right off the top of my head. I can't remember, but I can always check in my menu. By the way, since we bought the chemical thrower consumption rate upgrade, I'd like to be able to show off killing a Big Daddy with the electric gel, because it is obscenely abusive. But we're not allowed to craft electric gel with the UN Ven yet. That'll be in the next level, so I'm not going to overstress it too much. Yeah, I managed to pick up a really nice collector's edition Bioshock 2 strategy guide. I think I might have mentioned that before, I'm not sure, but it's really nice, and I want to look through that thoroughly before I go ahead and immediately start recording Bioshock 2, because I want to know just in case there's anything I might have missed, because I admittedly don't know. I mean, I test played it a decent enough times, 3 times, but I still don't know if I know that game well enough to do the LP, because it's a bit more unpredictable than this one, and I can't really explain why. Yeah, the friendly security is definitely what's going to be getting a lot of these guys, just because they just walk right into it. We get a new physical tonic, the Sports Boost 2, which allows us to run even faster and swing our wrench even faster. And like I said, there's a pretty funny shenanigan involving setup you can get with the Sports Boost and the Frozen Field, but it's not something I recommend, it's just something really silly. I'm trying to remember to use the grenade launcher as much as possible, because I always neglect to use the standard frags, and they're still decently powerful, you know, there's nothing wrong with them. Ooh, yeah, that just shows you how abusive the static discharge 2 is. The enemies will spike in difficulty again in the next level after the next, I guess 2 levels from now, and then it won't be quite as powerful, but it's still nice to have for the time being. These anti-personnel pistol rounds can pretty much one-shot these guys.
Is the Vector ready? What are you waiting for? Hit the damn switch!
Alright, so I guess that we're done here. Yeah, a pretty low on first aid kits, so I'm going to stock up on those, obviously, and then loot all the remaining splicers. And we should be good to go. We should be pretty much done with this level then. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about this level, not really from a gameplay standpoint, but just from the story and the environment, I don't really like the whole forest setting, and it's a big derailment from the main plot. It really gets the game off course right when it was starting to get good, so, but it will get way back on course in the next level, I'll tell you that.
Well done, lad. Take a deep breath and enjoy it. Then head over to Rolling Hills and get the battery.
Alright, so I guess we already got all the power to people stations and everything. There were a few audio diaries that I missed in the farmer's market, but we did all that, and I want to say there might be, I'm going to check and make sure there's no more Big Daddies left, or Little Sisters left. There'll always be Big Daddies left, but there won't always be Little Sisters left. Remember that. Anyway. Should be all stocked up and ready to go. One thing about it is if you decide you don't want to fight a Big Daddy to get the Little Sister right here and now, you can always come back to the level and do it later. But to me, there's really no point in doing that, because if you don't have as much Adam as you could have and going into the next level, it'll really set you back, in my opinion. So I say get every single Little Sister the first time you go to that level.
You're not CIA, are you? You belong to
There's another audio data around here I want to get, as long as I'm screwing around. I think it's only right here, and after you've, I think we can only get to this area after we've completed the main quest here, so we can't even approach the bathysphere until then.
I believe in no god, no invisible
Well, it's
man
pretty
in the
interesting.
sky. But there is something more powerful than each of us. A combination
Get those
of
signs
our
the hell out of here.
efforts, a great chain of industry that unites us.
Anyway, so now we are off
But it is only
to
when we struggle
Fort
in our
Frolic,
own
my
interest
favorite
that
level
change
in the
moves
game. I
society
can't
in
wait.
the right direction. The chain is too powerful and too mysterious for any government to guide. Any man who tells you different either has his hand in your pocket or a pistol to your neck.